On race 5 at Moonee Valley, the Alistair Clark Stakes.
Yes, thanks very much, Ken. The Alistair Clark is the first leg of the daily double on the Victorian TAB, and it's a race for 3-year-olds. The favourite, Kenny's Best Pal. Perhaps I should tip him, but I haven't. Let's have a look at the prices. Number 1, Kenny's Best Pal, 5-2, easing a little, might get towards 3-1 at post time. Now remember, these are Victorian TAB prices. Number 2, Air Seattle from Sydney, is at 5-1. Number 3, Saracen, Paddy Payne, is at 10-1. From the Park, from the David Hayes stable, ridden by Michael Clark, is at 6-1. Our Pompeii is at 14-1, good value there. 7-1 Restitution, 12-1 Pine Red, 16-1 Upheaval. Now I've picked Upheaval, I think he's super priced. He'll probably come in a little to 14-1 or a tiny bit shorter. Was beaten at short odds at Flemington last week in easier company, but he's well up to this. Silverdale is a 40-1 chance. Station Hand, a very, very big tip on course. Trained by David Hayes, to be ridden by Peter Hutchinson. He is about 9-2, just coming in a fraction from 5-1. And the bottom horse is the roughie of the race, Escanaba, at 100-1. Air Seattle, the Sydney horse in this TAB number 2, is trained by Clary Connors, who's had so much success recently in the Golden Slipper of the last couple of years, and he sent Air Seattle to Melbourne because he thought the Sydney 3-year-olds were better at this time of the year than the Victorians, and he's paying his way down south, and Clary thinks he'll run a very, very big race today. The favourite, Kenny's Best Pal, is owned by the American millionaire, Mr. Kenneth T. Jones Jr., who actually comes from Guam. As you can see, they're just about all in. Time for us to cross to the valley to John Russell.
Upheaval in 3. Welcome to viewers to Channel 9 Wide World of Sports for the first leg of the double here in Victoria. Saracen, the inside runner. Lights on. Off. Perfect Dispatch too. Saracen, one of the first to jump out with Pine Red. Upheaval commenced well studded. The grey Silverdale in the centre. Our Pompeii is prominent down the outside, deeper on the track here. Seattle followed by Escanaba, Station Hand dropping in behind them, and they're followed by Kenny's Best Pal, and tailing out to last is From the Park. Going into the straight, just over 1,600 metres left to go, and Saracen on the inside is joined out wide by Silverdale as they sweep out of the straight towards the side. A length and a half to our Pompeii, settling on the outside of Pine Red. They're followed closely by Escanaba. Over on the inside, Upheaval in company with Restitution, out 3 deep to Station Hand, being followed by Air Seattle and Kenny's Best Pal, and From the Park is last of all. 1,400 metres left to go, and Silverdale is the pilot, led by 3 lengths in advance of Saracen. A length and a half to Pine Red, who's nicely positioned on the inside of our Pompeii. Out deeper on the track is Station Hand, followed by Escanaba on the rails, then is Upheaval. Half a length away Air Seattle, followed closely by Restitution. A length and a half, Kenny's Pal is second last. Kenny's Best Pal second last, and last of all From the Park as they go into the 1,000 metre marker. And the leader Silverdale, about 2 lengths. Saracen second, a length and a half. Our Pompeii on the outside of Pine Red. Station Hand is out 3 deep, a length and a half. Air Seattle taking closer order. Over on the rails, Escanaba, followed by Upheaval, taking off around them as Kenny's Best Pal, and they were followed next by Restitution, and From the Park is still last of all. Down the school side, and the leader here, Silverdale, taken on quickly by Saracen, who moved up to hit the front. They're about a length to our Pompeii. Pine Red is looking for the way out. A bit further back there to Station Hand. Kenny's Best Pal over on the outside. Air Seattle, Restitution, pull to the extreme outside is From the Park, but under the Weber. Escanaba dropping out. Upheaval last of all as they come up towards the home turn. 450 metres left to run, and Saracen tackled quickly on the outside by our Pompeii. Station Hand. Kenny's Best Pal is finishing on, followed by Pine Red. A long gap to Air Seattle. Our Pompeii on the outside has taken the lead with 200 metres left to go, and kicked away from Saracen, is battling on. They're well clear of Kenny's Best Pal, and from a long way back then down the outside Air Seattle. Saracen is kicking back strongly on the inside. Our Pompeii, Saracen. They go to the line, locked together. Bobbing finish might be Saracen from our Pompeii, in a tight one. I think Pine Red may be third, just ahead of Station Hand, followed by Kenny's Best Pal at Air Seattle. Upheaval, Restitution. Further back then came Silverdale, second last From the Park, and the last home is Escanaba.
Well, what a finish. Let's pick up the replay here, and that Saracen, Paddy Payne over on the rails, was definitely headed by our Pompeii, but Payne has got plenty out of this horse on the rails. It's kept kicking back, and as we freeze frame them right over the line, well, there's nothing in it closer than the boarding house scrape of butter, as John Tapp likes to say. But I'd say that if anything, Saracen has just got the nod in over the outsider, our Pompeii. We'll flash the result down the line in the meantime.
Still to come, Australia's premier triathlete, Greg Welch, joins us on the show.
I have the Alistair Clark Stakes at Moonee Valley, a real tight one. The numbers 3, 5 and 7. Saris on 8:40 and 2:50, and you saw the rest of them going through there. The next one, the Spearman, is the tip by Ken Callagher in the Canterbury Stakes, coming up in just a few moments' time. Well, the brilliant 2-year-old Bint Masquet has been beaten in the Sweet Embrace Stakes at Canterbury in a run-up to the Golden Slipper. The other 2-year-old race was the Birthday Card Quality.
The other 2-year-old race, the Skyline Stakes, another shock. Dancing Dynamite goes down at odds on. LA Glen scores at 100 to 1.
LA Boy getting home well when it's all over, but a boil over in the Skyline as LA Glen wins from either Dancing Dynamite or Calais Boy on the outside. He's a leader.
In Melbourne at Moonee Valley, the Stanley Wooden Stakes, and Scalacci with Damien Oliver scores at odds on.
But this grey is much too good, Scalacci, and breezed home to score. A length to Umatilla. Third home is Soho Square.
Now in the third test, New Zealand has lost important wickets on day 2. This morning the Aussies out for 139. In reply, New Zealand 8 for 206. Shane Warne 3 for 5.
On and they're away and racing, and a little slow was Station Hand in the middle of the line. One of the first to bounce out in it is Silverdale, and now Pompeii away quickly, and so too Saracen holding his place near the inside from the park from its outside gate, dropped onto the rail last. Saracen wants to go faster, fighting the rider on the rail just in front of Silverdale at the turn out of the straight. Here Seattle must have got into trouble. He ran very wide turning out of the straight now to the 1600 metre mark. He's back second last with Kenny's Best Pal, and Silverdale in front of Saracen, who jumped the crossing at the 1600. Back in third placing, then out Pompeii, outside Pine Rat, and then Escanaba. Moving up on the outside, Station Hand is pulling a bit, followed by Restitution Upheaval. Here Seattle caught 3 or 4 wide, and they were followed by Kenny's Best Pal and From the Park. Running to the turn at the 1200, and the grey Silverdale more than 2 lengths to Saracen, who has been fighting the rider. He's settled a bit better now. Back 2 lengths away out Pompeii, and they were followed by Station Hand on the outside of Pine Rad. Between them Escanaba, a length further back here Seattle, followed by Restitution Upheaval. Kenny's Best Pal is second last, and From the Park whipped them in. They've got about 900 left to go, and Silverdale by 3/4 to Saracen out Pompeii. Pine Rad's had a good run, fourth the inside, followed by Escanaba, and then Station Hand, who hasn't had any luck. On the improvers here, Seattle, followed by Upheaval, Restitution. Kenny's Best Pal 3 deep to the outside, and From the Park will run on from last. Saracen took the lead at the 600 metre mark from Silverdale, out Pompeii. Station Hand next, and then Pine Rad with Kenny's Best Pal going around the outside. Next is Air Seattle, followed by Restitution, and From the Park well back, coming to the turn from Upheaval and Escanaba. Saracen in front now, being tackled by our Pompeii, who raced to the lead. Then Kenny's Best Pal, followed by Station Hand and Pine Rat, but our Pompeii into the straight, led by nearly a length to Saracen, 2 lengths to Kenny's Best Pal. Our Pompeii in front, Saracen kicking on the inside. They'll fight it out together. Saracen fighting back, and our Pompeii, Saracen and our Pompeii. A great go, Saracen's one of the nose to our Pompeii. Third, another photo might be Pine Red just in front of Kenny's Best Pal and Station Hand between them, followed by Air Seattle, and then Restitution, Upheaval, Silverdale, followed by From the Park, and dropping out Escanaba's finished last of all. It's a very close photo.
With number 3, Saracen, possibly $8.40 and $2.50, or number 5, out Pompeii, $15 and $3.70. Close for third between 7, Pine Rat, $3.70, or number 1, Kenny's Best Pal, $1.80.
It's been a great battle between these two, all the way down the straight. Neither of them conceding a centimetre. It really was a great battle. At the turn out, Pompeii had taken a clear lead from Saracen.
Stakes.
Thank you very much, Ken. And number 1's the favourite, Big Dreams. He's at 11 to 8, showing odds of just $2.30 at the moment, just better than 5 to 4. Mocha is 6.5 to 1. Cavalier at 16 to 1. Classic Magic 11 to 1. Double Malt is a scratching. Spearman almost 3 to 1. $3.90 for $1 investment. 16 to 1, You're My Spirit. Provocation at 12 to 1. 10 to 1 is Euro. We'll be back for the race.
Good on you. Thanks very much, Ken.
In Sydney is the Canterbury Stakes. Here's John Tapp.
Good on you, Max. A great meeting at Canterbury today. Very big crowd, and an excited crowd, because they had a taste of a champion horse a short time ago when Naturalism registered his 11th career win from 24 starts and took his stake earnings to well over $2.9 million in winning the Canterbury Cup. And of course his clash with Viander Cross in next Saturday's Randvet Stakes may well prove to be the highlight of the 1993 Autumn Carnival. Some good horses in this race too, including Big Dreams, who's won 9 races from 27 starts. It's a pretty good average. He's now a gelding, and Ken, that surgical operation occurred only a short time ago.
Yes, John, and this day last year, as you said, he finished third in the Canterbury Guineas behind Viander Cross and Naturalism. What good form that is now. Okay, Big Dreams has just firmed as I look over the tote. We had him at 11 to 8. He's now into 2.20, which makes him about a 5 to 4 chance. Mocker at 8 to 1. Cavalier suited by the conditions. He's over the odds, I think. 15 to 1. Classic Magic at 14 to 1. Double Malt is scratched. I tip Spearman. He's showing 4.90, almost out to 4 to 1. Worries me a little bit now where he's drawn in barrier 2. Horses out wide have got an advantage here today.
Being led up.
You're My Spirit is a 20 to 1 chance. Provocation is at, he's come in a bit, not only into 8s to about 7.5 to 1, and as Euro at the same price. Okay, John, they're just about all in. Over to you.
Righto, Kenny. Jimmy Cassidy, rider of Big Dreams, calling for a towel to get some of the sweat removed from the horse's neck. Now here's Big Dreams coming into the starting stalls, and they're all set now for the Canterbury Stakes. 1200. Big Dreams on this day last year contested the Guineas, finishing third to Viander Cross and Naturalism. This year he's in the sprint. Gates open, off, good start. Provocation pinged out in front and led when they get going over Classic Magic and You're My Spirit, followed by Big Dreams, but nobody's desperate to lead, and You're My Spirit eventually cruises through to go to the front over Provocation. Classic Magic is running third, Big Dreams fourth, about 4 lengths off the lead, followed by Spearman and Cavalier, and then Mocker and Azuro on the outside as last as they settle towards the 800 mark. Now they're speeding up a bit, and You're My Spirit led by more than a length to Provocation, a half to Classic Magic, a length to Big Dreams in a perfect posse. Further back, Spearman on the inside of Cavalier, followed by Mocker, and last as Euro, about 8 off the lead. Coming up the hill, 500 out in the stakes, and You're My Spirit the leader. Provocation second. Big Dreams is now going up 3 deep. On the fence, Classic Magic, followed by Spearman and Cavalier together, about 3 to Mocker and 2 to as Euro under heavy pressure. Coming around the turn now, and You're My Spirit is joined wide out by Big Dreams with Provocation between them. Closer to the inside, Classic Magic, but coming to the 200, and Big Dreams got to the lead. Old Cavalier's the danger, if any. Cassidy getting to work on Big Dreams. Cavalier's going to make a race of it. Big Dreams is about a length in front. Cavalier can't get any closer, and Big Dreams, hands and heels to the line, wins the Canterbury Stakes by a half length to Cavalier. 2.5 away third, Spearman in front of Provocation, and then as Euro, followed by Mocker, Classic Magic, and tailed off You're My Spirit. Number 1, Big Dreams.
Number 1, Big Dreams is the winner, has paid $2.10 a win. Cavalier TAB number 3 was second, will pay $3.40 the place. Big Dreams has paid $1.20 for the place, and I think we just better leave it to the judge for the third placing. But no doubt about the winner, Big Dreams at $2.10.
Evidence for race 6 at Canterbury. The numbers 1, 3 and 6. Big Dreams $2.10 and $1.20. Cavalier $3.40 and Spearman $1.80. In race 5 it was Naturalism winning the Canterbury Cup. The next race at Moonee Valley, the tip is Excited Angel. Now, stumps in the third cricket test at Auckland.
Yeah, thanks very much, Max. The Diamond Jubilee Stakes is a race for fillies. It's the second leg of the Daily Double in Melbourne at Moonee Valley. So let's look at these prices. Number 1, Memzelle Purdue is at 30 to 1. Number 2, Darling at 20 to 1. Plenty of guys will be backing that after their wives. Knights Contessa at 16 to 1. Damien Oliver's mount. Time of My Life at 10 to 1. Blue Perfect at 40 to 1. Now all the rage is Stephen King's mount Excited Angel, and probably she should be. Last start she scared the heck out of Scalacci, and of course he won the Stanley Whitten Stakes earlier today, the champion sprinter. Excited Angel ran second to him in the Futurity. She'll find this class much easier. She's at odds on. For every dollar you put on, you win 80 cents if she wins. Cushion is at 30 to 1. Autumn Queen was a scratching this morning. Talak Rising, Harry White's mount. Harry in the veteran class these days is at 50 to 1. Big Jamaica, David Taggart at 15 to 1. Classy Twiggy, Greg Childs looks over the odds there, a little bit shorter with bookmakers. She's at 6 to 1. Remember, these are Victorian TAB prices. Freedom Fields, Michael Clark at 9 to 1, and Lady Silla, ridden by Peter Hutchinson, is at 30 to 1. Now, as I said, the clear-cut favourite, the filly that, or the mare that you all want to know about probably, is Excited Angel. Excited Angel, as we see them parading around behind the barrier there, if you can pick her up, is TAB number 6, and she wears green with gold diamonds and a gold cap. She's ridden, as I said, by Stephen King. She's trained down at Cranbourne, which is in the outer suburbs of Melbourne these days, down near the Dandenongs. And Excited Angel by the imported stallion Don't Say Halo has had 34 starts. She's won 7 of them, and she's been placed in another 11. So she's been placed in more than half of her 34 starts. This race is over 1,600 metres. It's run at weight for age for fillies and mares, and it's a Group 3 event. At Moonee Valley, it's a very circular track, and those drawn deep do it a little bit tough in the run. So luck in running can play a vital part in a field of 12 around Moonee Valley. Classy Twiggy has probably been the best horse back to, or the best mare back to beat Excited Angel, and Classy Twiggy is actually only a 3-year-old, being a filly by Twig Moss. She's had 11 starts and she's finished first or second in 7 of them with 4 wins and 3 seconds. She was unplaced in the CUNY Stakes last start, but there were hard luck stories for her, and earlier in the year, in January in fact, she won a listed race at Flemington over 1,400 metres. She races in yellow with brown diamonds and pink sleeves, and you'll be able to pick her up easily because she's jumping from the inside barrier, Classy Twiggy. The favourite, Excited Angel, has drawn in barrier 9 in the field of actual 12, with Autumn McQueen being scratched, so you might be able to pick her up out there. Remember, she's in green with gold diamonds and a gold cap. Most of them in, just 1 or 2 more to go in, and will be set to run in the Blood Horse Breeders Diamond Jubilee Stakes for fillies and mares. Time now to cross to the valley to John Russell.
To wind up our autumn carnival here in Victoria, in the metropolitan area. And Freedom Fields is in, so they're ready to go. Second last of the day here as the light goes on. They're off. Classy Twiggy jumped nicely with Big Jamaica. Cushion began well with Lady Silla, and Blue Perfect out fast with Telak Rising, Knights Contessa. Getting away smartly from the outside, Freedom Fields, followed by Mamselle Purdue. Excited Angel got back to third last on the inside of Darlinger, and Time of My Life is last of all. A tightly compact field as they go to that first turn. 1,300 metres left to go, and Freedom Fields on the outside has dashed to the front by a length to Lady Silla. Close up the outside, Mamselle Purdue, followed by Big Jamaica. Over on the inside, Classy Twiggy, Knights Contessa. One off the fence, then Blue Perfect there, followed by Darling and Cushion. A length further back is Telak Rising, Excited Angel second last, and Time of My Life is last of all. 900 metres to go. Mamselle Purdue, a half length. Freedom Fields being ridden up on the inside of Big Jamaica. They're followed by Lady Silla going forward the outside now. Classy Twiggy making ground, followed by Knights Contessa. Darling is next, followed by Cushion. Further back making a run now is Excited Angel, followed by Blue Perfect and Time of My Life. And Telak Rising is last of all. 700 metres to run, and Mamselle Purdue takes the lead by a length to Classy Twiggy on the outside of Freedom Fields. Then Darling, Knights Contessa coming around them quickly. Excited Angel making her claim, and Big Jamaica next, followed by Cushion. Further back then Lady Silla, and then came Time of My Life, followed by Blue Perfect and Telak Rising as they make the home turn. Mamselle Purdue tackled out wide by Excited Angel. Classy Twiggy there in the centre as they make the home turn. Mamselle Purdue is the leader, but here comes Excited Angel on the outside, and Time of My Life is running on well. Excited Angel takes the lead halfway down the running. Time of My Life is down the outside. Mamselle Purdue. It's Excited Angel, the leader. Time of My Life won't get it, I don't think. No, it won't. And Excited Angel wins by a length. Time of My Life. Mamselle Purdue is third. Fourth home, Big Jamaica, Classy Twiggy, Lady Silla. They're followed by Cushion. Further back, Freedom Fields, Blue Perfect, Darling. Telak Rising, last home, Knights Contessa.
They're away in racing now, and not a bad start with Big Jamaica away nicely on the inside. Lady Silla pinged away brilliantly, heading to the front, and Blue Perfect jumped quickly. So did Freedom Fields from a wide gate, whilst Time of My Life dropped out to be last, and Excited Angel is second last. Tightly bunched, running to the first turn now, and Freedom Fields working across the face of the field is going to be in front at the bend the first time there. Blue Perfect getting to a little bit of trouble in the middle of the field. Freedom Fields in front, led by about a length and a quarter. Mamselle Purdue going to second now, and Big Jamaica pulling against the rider is third with the mouth open. Then Lady Silla fourth the inside. They were followed by Knights Contessa, Classy Twiggy, one further back, Darling three deep around Blue Perfect and Cushion. Then 2 lengths to Telak Rising, followed by Time of My Life and Excited Angel. They're off the back of the 800, and Mamselle Purdue went to the lead now. About a neck in front of Freedom Fields with the rail, and then Big Jamaica, Classy Twiggy. Darling caught wide round the outside, followed by Knights Contessa, Lady Silla, Cushion. Now Excited Angel coming into it, followed by Blue Perfect, Time of My Life and Telak Rising. Less than 600 left in it, and the leader is Mamselle Purdue. Freedom Fields hard ridden the rail. Classy Twiggy next on the outside, followed by Darling, and Excited Angel coming around the outside. She's wide but running on hard. and then Time of My Life running on. Into the straight, Mamselle Purdue just the leader. Excited Angel wide out coming at her from Freedom Fields, and then Classy Twiggy and Time of My Life running on. Excited Angel first for home from Mamselle Purdue. On the outside is Time of My Life, but Excited Angel clear, drawing away from Time of My Life, who's trying harder than Mamselle Purdue, but the favourite Excited Angel wins it well from Time of My Life. Mamselle Purdue third. Then came Big Jamaica, Classy Twiggy, Ladies to the Cushion, followed by Freedom Fields, and back behind them was Blue Perfect. They were followed further back in the field by Darling Telek Rising and Knights Contessa last.
190 and 130 for the favourite Excited Angel, defeating number 4 Time of My Life $2 and 1/3 Mamselle Purdue $5.70.
And the numbers 6, 4 and 1, Excited Angel $1.90 and $1.30. Time of My Life $2 even. Mamselle Purdue $5.70. Now in race 7 at Canterbury, the Guineas, Ken likes Navy Seal with Mick Dittman aboard, and here is Ken with the latest market. Ken?
Thank you, Ian. Navy Seal's all the rage at odds of 11 to 8. Mick Dittman's mount. Carp de Fedition is scratched. Kingston Bay at 7. Palate at 30 to 1. Telesto at 8. Mr. Domingo at 10. Raising Kentucky 16. Salcante 5th, Imposing Bull 40. 20 to 1 Innocent King. 20 to 1 River Hero. 9 Chagall. 9 to 1 Irish Rort. 25 to 1 Hall of Fame. Your Papa is the roughie at 200 to 1. The bottom two were reserves not required, and we'll be back with the race live.
Good on you, Ken. Thank you. And repeating that Stumps test.
Behind the line, about to go in the Group 1 3-year-old Classic, the Canterbury Guineas. Time for some quick prices. Navy Seal into 11 to 8, about hovering around 230. Carp de Fedition is out 6 Kingston Bay, 33 Palate, 8 Telesto, 11 Mr. Domingo, 20 Racing Kentucky, a few roughies down to Innocent King, well backed at 14 to 1, Chagall at 9 to 1, Irish Rort at 11 to 1. Here they go. Here's John.
Stalls open, off and running in the Guineas. Good start. Raising Kentucky, one of the first out. Hall of Fame and Irish Rort began well, and so did Navy Seal, followed by Yo Papa. Imposing Bull is striding towards the lead. Kingston Bay is up there, and so is Salcante on the extreme outside as they race to the judge the first time. Salcante and Imposing Bull go to the lead together. Irish Rort is third, followed closely by Yo Papa on the outside of Raising Kentucky. Kingston Bay travelling 3 and 4 deep on the turn out of the straight, then Hall of Fame, followed by Navy Seal, and then Innocent King and River Hero trapped pretty wide, followed by Chagall, Telesto, and then Pallet and Mr. Domingo as last as they head to the back of the course. Towards the 1300 mark now, Salcante on the outside and Imposing Bull are the 2 leaders. They're 2.5 in front of Irish Rort. Another 2 to Kingston Bay, and a good spot on the outside of Raising Kentucky. A length to Hall of Fame, being joined by Navy Seal, who's about 8 lengths off the lead. Then Innocent King, followed by Yo Papa. Further back to Lesto. River Hero can't get on the track from his wide alley, and then Chagall, followed by Mr. Domingo, and Pallet is back at the tail as they race down the riverside. 900 metres out, Salcante on the outside and Imposing Bull are striding together. They're 2.5 in front of Irish Rort. Kingston Bay is a length away from Raising Kentucky. Further back, Hall of Fame, Navy Seal between horses. He might have lost a little ground there, Navy Seal. Innocent King is moving around his outside, followed by River Hero, and then Yo Papa, well back in the field, Mr. Domingo with Telesto and Pallet, and Chagall is last and will have to do a super job as they come to the corner. Imposing Bull is the leader from Salcante. Irish Rort in 3rd place, followed by Kingston Bay. Innocent King, flat chat, so is Navy Seal, and then Hall of Fame and Telesto as they come around the corner where Imposing Bull dash clear. Imposing Bull put 3 lengths on them at the 200 mark, is clear of Kingston Bay on the outside, followed by Irish Rort and then Hall of Fame. Imposing Bull stopping. Here comes the little Kiwi. Kingston Bay, will he do it again? Yes. Kingston Bay sweeps to the lead and he's racing away to win the Guineas brilliantly. Now Innocent King has flown in the last bit to be in a photo with Imposing Bull. Irish Rort close up, so is Mr. Domingo, followed by River Hero, Hall of Fame, Telesto. Navy Seal was in trouble from about the 1,000 mark, and then Salcante, Chagall, Raising Kentucky and Yo Papa, and Pallet is last in the Tui's Canterbury Guineas.
Yes, and there's no doubt about the winner, the New Zealand star, Kingston Bay. TAB number 3 has paid $6.40 a win and $2.30 a place. Close for second, number 10, Innocent King, will pay $3.60 for the place, and number 9, Imposing Bull, will pay $9.10 in the Canterbury Guineas.
8, 9 and 10. The numbers: Kingston Bay $6.40 and $2.30. Imposing Bull hanging on to get second, $9.10. Innocent King third, $3.60. Just repeating that cricket score in the test: New Zealand 8 for 206 in the second innings at stumps.